The FIFA 17 SBC Legend returns. What's going on, boys? We have 88 rated man of the match, Lacazette. He got released late last night, but I brought him to a team straight away just because of the amount of fun that I had with that FIFA 17 version. Now, he hasn't been a go-to on FIFA 19 because of the lack of pace, dribbling, shooting, but has this upgrade made him the real deal. Please do leave a like, and if you are needing game codes or anything game related, head over to g2a.com, use the code FUJI on that site to get a discount on every single order, and let's head into it. So what you're going to be seeing is Lacazette in the starting 11, but this part of the video has been pre-recorded. Now, why is that? Have I sold him on because he was bad, or have I sold him because of the price? So late last night, 3 of them appeared on the market. One got max binned at 300,000, and I managed to get mine at 285. Now, I knew that was very expensive already, and EA weren't going to adjust the price range because they don't want to play into investors' hands, because they snipe them up, they wait until it gets adjusted, and they're able to cash out for more profit. So I already made a little bit, so I was happy to get rid of him for 300,000 and potentially buy him back. So go into the live version of this. You would have seen that he scored, I think it was 14 goals in 9 games, receiving 3 assists. Now that's a very, very good return. But how is he really playing in game? So you know how much I love the FIFA 17 card. Like, that guy was one of the best unlocks. That was the equivalent to the FIFA 19 Hazard, you know. Hazard, the return that he's given me, it was the same as Lacazette. So 5'9", high medium, 4-star, 4-star, and his in-game stats. The acceleration sprint speed is looking good, but I'd like a little bit more on the acceleration. But with a 100 chem style, that's what I applied. I was hoping that would help it out. Shooting, attack positioning, finishing both 94, which is massive. Short power is good, long shots is a little bit low, but that's a nice balance. You've got passing, which is good enough. Dribbling, you know, maybe he is one of those that can roll the ball now around the edge of the box. Can he get those low drivens off? We shall see. And the physical, that again has a nice balance, but the stamina on the low side, jumping is good, well, good enough. And heading accuracy, has he been able to score some headers? As you can tell, I scored a lot of goals with him, and were they good quality ones? You'll see. So in the cam position, Mkhitaryan also got upgraded. They rolled out the Champions League and also Europa League upgrades. And I've used him a couple of times. Like, in total now, I've played 25 games, 5-star weak for 4-star skills, and they've gone crazy with this. The acceleration, sprint speed, shooting, passing is outstanding. Vision, short pass curve, stamina pretty much maxed out at 96, and then his dribbling stats are looking awesome. So how was he? So we've got quite a few players to go over today. I did eventually get Hullet on the main account just because it adds to the midfield, and when I'm trying out new team of the season cards, when they get released, I've got someone to just fall back to. 9 games, 6 goals, 2 assists, and I was using the 4-1-2-1-2. I switched in game, played De Rossi as a CDM, and then Kante right centre mid. We've got this man that I think is going to get a team of the season, but wait until you check his in-games already. On a road to the final card. Strength 68, when I last used him, I didn't like his strength, but has this been increased? Yeah, jumping, stamina, defending, dribbling, like, what is going on, man? He looks outrageous. And then you have the right back, Florenzi. I had to get him, boys. We unlocked him for around 150,000 or so. 9 games, can play multiple positions, and he feels so nice on the ball. But enough of this chit chat. We need to get into the clips. I've scored some great goals. Hopefully you enjoy. But is Lacazette the real deal? Has the FIFA 17 SBC Legend returns? Let's find out. So the problem that we face when building a Premier League side is, who do we use in the striker position? I don't know if you've played with Aguero, but the non-inform just doesn't really cut it at the high level. You gotta wait usually for a few informs for him to be playable. I don't know why it is, but they just really underestimate the power of Aguero. And his team of the season is gonna be outstanding, but that's gonna be pricey. Then you look at Rashford, and I think if you're bringing in the hero card or higher, so if you have enough coins for the headliner, that's a really good option, but again, pretty expensive. Now Lacazette's being brought into the picture at 250,000, which I think is what he should settle at. 88 rated. What is he offering? So the first thing that I want to speak about is a negative. because it's hard for me to ignore because of the style that I play. I like to drop past a few players, use the acceleration, and that's what I noticed to be a little bit low. Now, it's not a complete card killer because of the positioning and the awareness from Lacazette, and if you have really good playmakers around him, you're going to get a lot from this card. Now, finishing, I need to move on to finishing straight away. His low drivens are stupidly good. Now, when I was moving or shifting the ball slightly to the right or the left, and I was holding LBRB on Xbox and timing them, not even timing them, just low driven with Lacazette, he has a fantastic animation. And some of the angles that I was able to score at really took me by surprise, because I've been using Eusebio, Neymar, Ronaldinho, you know, the best of the best players, and this man has a very, very good shot. And it's not really something that should shock me, because in-game stats, 94 finishing, 94 attack positioning, and that's what it feels like he's playing to. So you're going to have no issues when you're around the edge of the box, inside the box, to score with this card. And that is what you want. Someone that is reliable, that's going to put the ball in the back of the net. Now, with his playmaking and the way he was linking up, I didn't think there was any issues with that. His dribbling, though, because of the lack of acceleration, he isn't one of those players to start skilling and drop past cards. He can't really do that. What he can do, though, is stop the ball dead and start rolling it. And he actually moves pretty quickly for what he's showing with his in-game stats. So I think that you're going to be able to avoid a few challenges, pass it off, or even just create that extra couple of yards and take the shot, you know, underneath the keeper. And that's how I was using him. So maybe if you play a little bit slower, or you can play fast with the card, you just don't want to really do too much with him. You want to let him naturally drift into the play and take advantage of the finishing. Now, is this card as good as the FIFA 17 SBC Legend? It's not as good because of the lack of pace, and that's really what it comes down to. And to be fair, the SBC on FIFA 17, I think it had better jump in it, but I was still able to score headers with him. I was able to play make and bring in other players. This is like a really good option in the Premier League now, and as team of the season comes around, he may even drop to like 150 to 200,000. And if that's what you're looking for, if you have like a lot of pace in your side already, and you just want someone that you can rely on getting those goals, look to Lacazette. His stamina, it is bad, but I didn't think that it really affected the card that much. And if you're not going to extra time in every single game, you're not going to notice it that much. And I've been playing like very aggressive tactics, so of course it's going to affect my Lacazette more than it would yours if you were playing balanced. Mkhitaryan, though, I wasn't a massive fan. I don't really like him that much as my middle cam. He's not bad on the ball. His playmaking is fine. His finishing was a little bit sketchy when I was getting him inside the box. Outside the box, weirdly enough, he scored a couple of bangers, which it doesn't suggest that he's got a great long shot, but he was able to put it in the back of the net. I just don't really like him that much. Like 90 rating Mkhitaryan, nah, I would rather use like a few other cards. But if you've unlocked him already, then you've got a free upgrade pretty much. Tagliafico as a left back, he was actually really good. Florenzi and Tagliafico, these cards well recommended, and they're not really going to mess you up. They've got the well, Tagliafico's got the jump in. Florenzi doesn't seem like he gets beaten that much in the air to the point where it's unplayable as a right back, so I would recommend playing him in that position. Or if you have someone to slip back into a right back role, then get him as a right centre mid. But enough of those, boys. It's all about Lacazette, and I would recommend giving this guy a go. His low drivens are some of the best that I've used on the game. He has that finish, and I think that you're going to enjoy him. So if you're looking for that kind of striker, please keep in mind that he's not someone to be like that direct to the point where he can just skill and take it upon himself to drop past players. But if you have the correct support, he is going to turn up. Thank you very much for watching, boys. Leave a like, and I will see you on the next one. Team out. Peace.